It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Moore will throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Turning it on. Inside the touchdown, Oregon. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? He'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws. When they have the football out in space, their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Aller. Right down the middle. Finds space on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking down the middle. He's got it. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll try the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
The noise from this big, crowded Happy Valley on third down. Calls his own number. It's a running room. Oh, a lot of space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Moore to the air. That's caught. It's Stewart. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Ducks have their offense in high gear. Try to get it to the edge. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line. And all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up 14 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Makes the grab. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going to the running game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll move the tight end. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Here's the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
It's caught. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll start this drive from the 42. Moore to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Running behind that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Moore will throw. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
He'll be out of bounds. Good pickup on that play, and we're at the 2-minute timeout. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Snowed under by the defense. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. to the air. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's Whittington. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hand, it's Hughes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Ducks want to move quickly. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. It's caught downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Here we go. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Makes the catch. It's Singleton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab past the marker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Now the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. You get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Makes a connection. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Moore will throw. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hip.
You know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defenders bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. To the air on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This has been a tight one, 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding that ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The hand to the running back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Saunders. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Got his man down the middle. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. He's loose. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Rush is on him. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Moore to the air. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not my main receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Hauls it in, looking for space. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's... Oh, he's got some space. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. Scoop it up, they take it to the house, the defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you.
And the extra point is no good! No good, and they're still down 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 17 over South Alabama. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? The return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Great place to start for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. Touchdown Ducks! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. This quarterback part of their running game. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now the lead is 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Wallace. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Back to throw, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. On the run, it's Singleton. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback.
He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hughes. Turning on the Jets. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Ducks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. The give on the option. Shakes off the defender. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Oregon.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll try to do it himself. He lost track of where he needed to go. He slides too early, and it's a turnover on downs. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you